Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to learn pictograms. Pictograms. What are pictograms? A pictogram, also called a pictogram, pictograph, picto, and also an iconic, is an ideogram that conveys its meaning through its pictorial resemblance. A pictograph or pictogram represents the frequency of data as pictures or symbols. Each picture or symbol may represent one or more units of the data. This is one of the simplest ways to represent data, and reading a pictograph is made extremely easy as well. The best way to explain a pictograph is through an example. How to make a pictograph? Let us take an example. We must represent how many book sets have been sold in the last few months via a pictograph. So we get started. First, collect data. First step is to collecting the data of the category you want to represent. Collect your data by appropriate means and then make a list or table of the data. And one time finally review data. Pick your sample. Pick a sample or picture that accurately represents your data. Then assign a key. Sometimes the frequency of the data is too high, then one sample cannot represent the frequency. You must set a numerical value that one sample will represent. This numerical value must be written along with the pictograph. Example, one sample of a book represents 100 book sets. Draw the pictograph. Final step is drawing or pictograph. Draw the two columns that represents the category and the data. Then draw the actual samples that represent the frequencies. Remember that the sample can be drawn as fractions as well if the frequency is not a whole number. Review your data. And finally review your pictograph and make sure it correctly represents the information that you wanted to relay. After you are done drawing the above pictograph, it should look something similar to the following picture. In January, 200 books sold. In February, 400. And in March, 300. Each book represents 100 book sets. Another example of pictogram. The line plot below shows how students score on last week's math test. How many students score 95 or higher on the test? The correct answer is D. It is given that one star represents one student. Students getting 95 marks are 7. Students getting 100 marks are 5. And students getting 100 marks 95 or above plus 5 is equal to 12 students. Merits. Greater attractive value used in exhibition and fairs. Pictures are remembered in our mind. Limitations. Difficult to construct and do not give minute details. Thank you.